Humidifiers come in two main types. You've got warm mist humidifiers, or you've got one like this one, the AquaOasis Cool Mist Humidifier. What's up world, it's Tony, the sleep accessories editor for Mattress Clarity. In today's video, I'll go over everything you need to know about the AquaOasis humidifier, what makes it unique, so stick around. All right, let's get started. Before I get too far into this review, I want to quickly mention that Mattress Clarity does get products sent to us for free to test out. And if you use some of the affiliate links we have in our description box below to purchase those products, we might get a commission, but this just helps fund our operation and keep our content free for you guys. So with that out of the way, let's talk about the components that make up the AquaOasis Cool Mist Humidifier. To start off, we have the 360-degree rotating nozzle. Then we have the water tank, which can hold up to about 2.2 liters of water. Then we have the base. Here at the bottom of the base, there is an oscillating transduction piece, and this is what's gonna take the water and turn it into the mist. Then here at the front, we have a control knob, and this will just let you control how much mist the machine will produce. When you have the water tank full, it should last you around 24 hours depending on how much steam it is producing, and it can cover an area of about 400 square feet, which is about the size of a medium-sized room. Setting up your AquaOasis Cool Mist Humidifier is really easy. Right out of the box, all you need to do is remove the nozzle and then lift the water tank off of the base using the handle. And then you'll flip it over and unscrew the cap. And here's where you'll fill it up with water. Once you've got it full, screw the cap on, make sure it's nice and tight, and obviously test for leaks. And then you place it back on the base. You add your nozzle, and then you just turn it on. And obviously, this controls the setting of the mist, and you should be good to go. As the sleep accessories editor for Mattress Clarity, I do take these products home to test them out. So let's talk about my experience with the AquaOasis humidifier. Starting with the setup, I really liked how easy it was to set up because right out of the box, it comes to you in 3 main pieces that you just stack on top of one another. I also really like that you have the option to use tap water to fill the tank up. AquaOasis does mention that distilled water is preferred to fill this up, but if you don't have a jug of distilled water laying around, I know I don't, tap water is a really accessible option to use. In terms of use, I really like that the nozzle is really easy to move around and direct. For reference, you do want a humidifier about 6 inches away from the nearest wall, and you do want to set it on a water-resistant surface. Using the AquaOasis was really easy too. I like that you can just easily turn the nozzle to direct the mist wherever you want it to go. And I should mention that you want this pointing away from a wall. In fact, you want the whole unit to be about 6 inches away from a wall or other appliances. And I also recommend placing it on a water-resistant surface. Now, the AquaOasis will auto turn off when it's out of water, but you are the one that's in control of it. So when you get to an optimal humidity level, you have to be the one to turn it off. This doesn't have a sensor that will turn it off. I also don't particularly love that when you turn it on, it's gonna have a bright green light. So if you're sensitive to light like I am when I sleep, this is a little bit noticeable, but if you're using it during the day, it's not a big deal. We use humidifiers to keep our airways nice and hydrated while we sleep so we don't dry out, and you want an optimal room humidity level of around 40 to 60%. Now, the AquaOasis humidifier does not have a sensor to tell you when you're at that optimal humidity level, so once you feel like you've met that, you need to turn this off. One way to notice you're at an optimal humidity level in your room is to notice condensation forming around the base or the surface. Just turn it off and you'll be good to go. AquaOasis recommends cleaning the humidifier once every 2 to 3 weeks, depending on what type of water you're using. If you're using tap water, it may have more minerals and will leave a residue behind, so it may need frequent cleaning if you're using tap water. But to clean it, all you do is remove the water tank and unscrew the cap and wash the inside of the tank as best you can. Now, the base may also need some cleaning as well, just because water does collect down here. One thing I will note is that this is the only hole that you can use to clean the water tank, so you may need a tool just because of how small it is. So let's talk about some pros and cons of the Cool Mist Humidifier. To start with the pros, this is a really great option if you prefer Cool Mist humidifiers because it's not gonna feel super hot and muggy when you're using it. It's also really easy to set up and use right out of the box. And if you're using a full tank, it should last you around 24 hours with continuous use. Moving on to our cons, this isn't the easiest to clean just because there is such a small hole at the bottom of the water tank. It's not a great option if you're sensitive to light while you sleep because the nightlight was noticeable for me, and you're not gonna need it year round depending on your climate. Well, there you have it, everything you need to know about the AquaOasis Cool Mist Humidifier. If you want to read more information about humidifiers or look at some best humidifiers lists, you can find it at mattressclarity.com. And if you want to get this humidifier, I have an affiliate link down below that you can use to purchase it. See you next time. Bye.